Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing well. I wanted to get back on YouTube. It's been a minute since I posted, man. I have been pretty busy. I've just been in grind mode, or I like to call it a push season. This is a busy time for, people in the online business space. Y'all know I do Amazon influencer stuff. This is a busy time for that, so I'm just trying to capitalize on that. But man, I just want to share kind of what I've been doing, what I've been learning, and just kind of what I'm seeing in regards to the Amazon influencer program. So if you're new here, or if you don't know, my camera is crooked, or maybe it's the road. My name is Adrian. I am a creative entrepreneur. I have been self-employed for, I don't know, I think a couple years now. No, a year and a half. I can't even remember. And I do content, right? I do Amazon influencer stuff, content creation, affiliate marketing, freelancing. I have clients that I work with. So I do a lot of stuff, right? Like, honestly, it's too much. And that's something that I'm probably gonna have to change in this upcoming year. And that's a big thing that I've learned with entrepreneurship is, like, it's a grind, man. That's something else. I want to make that a separate video. Just things I've learned, man. It's a real grind. I'm not complaining because I love it. Like I feel like I thrive in this space, and I'm a hustler. So, but it is hard, and people need to realize that. But it's so rewarding as well because my life has changed, right? I have time freedom. I can create my own schedule, and I get to enjoy a lot of things that I couldn't in the past because of my work schedule. For example, being able to go to all my son's sporting games, do things with my wife, stuff like that. So this online space has really changed my life, right? I'm getting off topic here, but this video is probably going to be a little me just kind of chit-chatting as well. But back to the Amazon influencer stuff, y'all. I've had my two biggest months for October and November, which was very exciting. Something else that was super exciting, my wife actually helped me celebrate. She surprised me with some gifts, is I hit my first 10K month in my online business. And obviously the money is cool, right? And if you're in the online business space, that's like a big goal that most people are trying to reach, like their first 10K. But it really had me reflecting on my journey, man. And it honestly made me very emotional. It made me very emotional because I know how much work I put into this, and to see it all come together, it just made me emotional because I know how much sacrifice, I know how many times I failed, and just goes to show that when you stick with something, everything just kind of comes together in the end. And it's a beautiful thing, man. And just kind of sitting in that space and feeling those emotions, man, it just felt good to be like, man, this is something that seemed impossible. I remember the stage of like seeing other people doing stuff in this online space. I'm like, how in the heck? Like, I'll never be able to get that success. Like, or, I believed in myself, but I just thought it was impossible at certain points in my journey. And now I'm living it, right? Able to quit my job and do this full time. And I'm working on a business that's growing, right? It's growing. And it's very exciting, man, because this is my business that I built from scratch, just off of my experience and my skills. It's just a very good feeling. It's been a long journey. So to hit that 10K is deeper than just the number. It's just the journey and what it took, and just glad that I stuck with it, because God knows it was so many times I wanted to throw in the towel. And there has been times actually where I have thrown in the towel and stopped, maybe pursuing something or doing something for a couple years, or not a couple years, but I think the most I've stepped away from something is maybe like a year, or maybe I'll stop for a couple months. But yeah, man, I really wanted to share that because it's honestly crazy to me to see things kind of what they've blossomed into. And that's the power of this online space, guys. I don't want to come across as like it's easy. It's not easy, and it's not for everyone. But if you put in the work and you stick with it, man, especially like this content creation stuff, building up these, I like to call them digital assets, man, you really see things come to blossom years later. And that's kind of how these things work when it comes to the content, online content kind of space. YouTube, Amazon influencer, even some of these platforms. I'm a big fan of Fiverr, seeing that compound because you built up these things. And then some of them kind of turn into kind of passive, not 100% passive, not just sit down and you don't do any work, or I'm just messing around and not doing work. No, it takes work. But even when you don't show up, these things are still working for you in the background. And that's why I talk about these things and share these things, because I see what it's done for me in my life. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a little chit chatty. Let's get into the Amazon influencer stuff. Now, the Amazon influencer stuff is my biggest income source. Right now, it's what I put the most time into, and it's growing, right? So I'm kind of just focusing on my money makers and things that I see a lot of potential for growth in it. That's why this program is something that I put at the top of my list as far as all my online income streams. Honestly, it's fun to me and I like it, right? I like creating stuff, right? So even if it's just a product video, for me, it's just more of that creation process from start to finish that I truly enjoy. And I've liked that stuff since I was a kid. I've always liked putting stuff together and building stuff and just kind of seeing that finished product come to life, you know? Now, I gotta share what I'm seeing with the program. Man, it's changed a lot. So I've been in the program for, I think it was October. When did I start? I think it was October of 2023. So the main thing that I'm seeing, like even with my November numbers, I was not happy with my on-site. I mean, it was decent, but I expected more. And I have heard other influencers say their on-site commissions are going down. And just to see where it's at for holiday shopping season, it just lets me know how I need to move, moving forward with the program, right? And this is why I always tell y'all, diversifying is so important when it comes to this Amazon influencer business, right? I do on-site creator connections. I do off-site. I get the creator rewards that's from off-site. Now I have my review channel monetized, so I'm getting the YouTube AdSense, which was big for me this month, right? And then you get I do reselling from free products that I get. And then also a big thing that I don't see a lot of people like leaning into and focusing on, but it's a big part of my strategy, the UGC, the brand deals type stuff. Like that could be a whole separate business, even the offsite as well. But I think if you have strong offsite, you lean into making quality videos to where you can get like UGC brand deals, man, that can really, really increase your overall income with this Amazon influencer stuff. So to sum it up, what I'm trying to say is moving forward, it would be smart to focus on these other income streams. And I know some people disagree with that, but I stand firm. This is what I believe. This is what has worked for me. I'm just sharing what has worked for me. And seeing my on-site not be where I want it to be, all the other stuff makes up for that, right? And was a big part of me hitting that, 10K plus month, right? And there's different strategies you could do, because some people want to focus more so on just the on-site, and they play more so the volume game, right? So I've seen people recently saying, they'll upload 500, 1,000 videos a month, and I'm like, how? I don't see how they do it, because it makes me wonder what's the quality of the video. I'm not saying like camera settings or anything like that, like what's being delivered as far as the content in the video. But my approach has always been different. I'm leveraging more so I create my videos with offsite in mind. And when I say that, YouTube. And I'm thinking also of UGC opportunities, brand deals, building my portfolio. And I know to get those deals, my videos have to be polished, right? And they have to be, I put effort into these videos. And I think that can help with the brand deals, just building your brand outside of Amazon. And then, also with the UGC stuff, man, the UGC stuff is a big opportunity. I mean, you could do ads for companies. Vertical videos is real big. People want to run ads on that stuff. You can charge them for that as well on top of creating the content. I'm telling y'all, it's a game changer. So, and that's going to be something I'm leaning into more in 2026. Something else I noticed, guys, is creator connections It's crazy right now. I was looking at my numbers because I've been tracking more stuff, and I'm going to be showing some of these numbers in future videos. And what I used to make on Creator Connections, like, you know, $200, $300 to now, my Creator Connections is more than my on-site commissions. And I'm also getting an increase in Creator Connections with my offsite as well. So using a tool like Oink, I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out. It's been a game changer, how much it has increased my Creator Connections with my on-site and my off-site from doing those daily fetches where it can catch other products and you'll get credit for those sales. It's been a game changer, man. So when I've seen people say, because I'm in groups as well, should they invest? To me, it's a no-brainer. It's something that can help you make more money with your business. I think it's for people who are serious though, and I don't think a lot of influencers are serious just from the things I hear them say. But if you're serious, it's a no-brainer. It can help you save time and make more money. And it has some other features. I haven't even dived into it 100% and like utilize all the features or learned everything about the software. So I've really been happy with Oink, definitely making a difference with my Creator Connections. Also, Viral View is another good one. I know y'all have heard of that one. I'm gonna leave a link to that one. I think I have a 10% coupon code if you want to check it out. That's another one. It helps a lot with the product research. I like how you can see total influencer videos. That's something I didn't used to pay attention to, guys. I think that matters a lot. And I've seen it with recent products I've done where maybe I forgot to check it or something. I'm like, and then I'll go to Viral View and I'm like, dang, okay, I see why that one's not really performing as well as the other ones because it's too many total influencer videos. So it's going to be harder to get into that carousel, or it may just take way longer because they're constantly rotating out these influencer videos versus another product that just has 6 influencer videos. I can get in that carousel faster, and then I know I can create videos that convert so I can stay in that carousel as well. So that's something else. These tools, like, they're a must now. Like, to compete with other influencers, if you want to make this a business where you can really scale and grow it, I feel like you have to have these tools now. It's not like the older days where you could get away with just, I don't know, manually doing everything and not having these tools to help you to research these products. That's the biggest key. And I know y'all probably heard it, but obviously people still aren't taking this advice. You need to do and focus on product research. That's what's gonna make the biggest difference. It's the products that you're making shoppable content or reviews about, right? And selecting the right products. And I want to talk about like strategy as far as the content I'm creating, just kind of what I've been doing, and because I have changed some things up. So the first thing is I've been doing vertical videos. Now, I know in the past I've said, don't just do horizontal, don't focus on vertical. You can't really get sales with vertical. Hey guys, I want to say, I'm seeing otherwise now. So I was wrong when I said those things. So what got me started with just experimenting with vertical, again, because I've just done a little bit in the past, is I'm in a group and I seen where someone said when they were on Amazon, the vertical videos, they seem like kind of look like a carousel of vertical videos. And honestly, I was seeing them too when I was on Amazon. I would purchase something and then I would get recommended a video. It would be a vertical video. Or when I was doing product research, looking at carousels, I was seeing a lot of vertical videos as well. And I'm like, how did I miss this, right? I guess I was just focused on I had it set in my head that horizontal is the only way. So I kind of had to get out of that mindset. I've been doing a lot more vertical videos and they've been converting well for me. And honestly, it's been really fun. And I feel like for me with this online stuff, not just Amazon influencer, things can get repetitive, right? Or you can get a little bored with things. And I love like trying new ventures. I do have to hone myself in and be like, look, dude, you need to focus. That's like entrepreneur struggles. But it's been fun to do a different type of content and it challenges me, right? And I also see the benefits of it outside of Amazon influencer with the UGC stuff, because I know vertical video is kind of what's popping right now, what's growing, right? And these companies are looking for vertical videos, they want to run ads. So I'm looking at it from that perspective too. I can leverage those vertical videos. So I'm not just thinking Amazon on-site, I'm thinking building my portfolio to get UGC deals as well. So you can kind of see my approach and how I think is a little bit different. I'm not just thinking on site, I'm thinking, okay, how can this help me somewhere else? Maybe with YouTube, building up my portfolio, you know, just having samples that I can show companies, things like that. Also, when it comes to my content, like I said, I've been trying new things, just trying to challenge myself, get outside of my comfort zone, because I know it's going to help me grow. The approach with my videos, like how I open the videos, like my hook, I've been trying different hooks. Also, the video length, I've been experimenting with that. Now, y'all know I'm a big fan of longer videos, detailed videos, really trying to answer all the questions the customers have about that product, but I've been trying to condense that. And that's something I've always struggled with, because I've been on YouTube since 2016. So just with content in general, is I've always struggled to condense it and make like shorter content. That's why I kind of like YouTube shorts and stuff like that. To me, that type of content is harder to make than long form, because I could talk all day. Just ask my wife. Right? So that's been a challenge for me, but I've been seeing good results with that. Even with some of the higher priced items, because I review a lot of higher priced items, I've tried to do like full reviews, but like in 2 minutes versus, you know, in the past I would do like, you know, a 8-minute video, a 12-minute video. And I've been seeing results with that as well. So really just kind of challenging myself, trying different content styles. It's been fun, and I think that's important too with the program. Like I said, you know, doing more verticals, trying to do shorter kind of full type of reviews, you know, just be willing to experiment and kind of see what works instead of, you know, doing the same thing. I think it's smart, and it's also fun to get outside of that box. And also, I'm still like investing in products. I know some people are against that. Hey, this is what has worked for me. I've made a lot of money with this program. I'm able to do this full time, and mainly because of my Amazon business, you know, on site and off site as well. I've just kind of, you know, even went into overdrive with that, still purchasing products. The thing I do want people to realize about the purchasing products is I can't afford to do it. Like, even if I invest in, I get nothing from it, like it's not hurting me in any kind of way or my family, right? So I want to make that clear, because I don't think everyone is in that position as far as the income and reinvesting that, you know what I mean? This is the level that I'm at to where I can do that. Even if some of it fails, I'm still good. You see what I mean? But yeah, it is very risky, but I think the rewards of it outweigh the risk from my experience. I've hit more times on products that I've invested in and bought with my own money versus, you know, the times that things flopped. I have had a couple of flops lately. One was a product I bought and I was already kind of like, I don't know about this one, but I went ahead and did it. And a big part of that was it had a Creator Connections campaign. That's, like I said, Creator Connections is big now, a big part of what I'm looking for when purchasing a product. But the red flag to me was the brand. And that's what I'm noticing when I'll miss. Sometimes the brand is not very known, right? And a lot of these brands with these Amazon products, they'll have a product and then for a couple months and they'll disappear, right? So they're not like a established company or brand versus like a popular product. You know, that company has a lot of products, a lot of reviews, you know, they're going to restock. You see what I mean? So that's something I know moving forward. I am less likely to invest in products that it's kind of like a no-name brand, because I've had some products flop on that. Now I got some of my money back from selling the products, but yeah, that's just kind of something that I've learned lately. So yeah, guys, I know I'm probably all over the place with this video. I'm about to get my workout in, but I did want to get back to posting on YouTube because I was kind of in a push phase, and now I'm kind of taking a little step back and letting my foot off the gas a little bit. And yeah, I'm excited to start sharing just what's working for me. That's the main thing moving forward. I'm just going to share. I mean, I already do it, but just really lean into that more, just kind of experimenting and reporting on my channel, just kind of what's working, what's not working. I'm excited for 2026, the Amazon Influencer Program. I feel like this is the most excited I've been about it in a while. Like, I remember that initial excitement. But I've kind of got this new spark, you know, with trying these new things, also seeing my results as well. So it makes me want to just go harder with it. But yeah, I'm interested to know what's going on with y'all. How was October, November? what new strategies are working for you. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave them in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next video.